Unruly Heroes is an action platformer from French development team Magic Design Studios, many of whom are former Ubisoft employees, who spent years cutting their teeth on series like Assassin's Creed and Rayman. It should come as no surprise then that their debut title here is a superbly crafted experience, both visually and mechanically, that well and truly deserves to be considered among the ranks of some of the greater titles the genre has produced in recent memory. It goes without saying that the game is ridiculously gorgeous to look at. Inspired by the Chinese literary classic Journey to the West, you play as a cast of 4 characters seeking to recover fragments of a sacred scroll that will keep the world from falling into darkness and chaos. Each environment is so vibrant, each level so meticulously pieced together, that I near constantly found myself stopping to take it all in. Animations are punchy and fluid, and there's a perfectly fitting soundtrack to top it all off, that ramps up during each encounter at just the right moments. Unruly Heroes is so much more than its style though, featuring mechanics that offer more complexity than your typical platformer. You can switch out heroes on the fly, which adds surprising, subtle depth to gameplay decisions. Some puzzles will require a certain hero to progress, of course, but more notably, each hero retains their own independent health and ultimate bars, meaning if one hero is on the brink of death, you can switch to another with a clean bill of health in order to avoid being sent back to a checkpoint if you mess up. Or maybe you want to save a heavy hitter for combat further down the level and are happy to keep sacrificing another hero's health to get past a certain section. Speaking of combat, Unruly Heroes earns its action moniker with a surprisingly robust combat system, including ranged and aerial attacks that can be strung together to form combos, as well as a charged ultimate ability. Each hero has slightly different stats in areas like damage output, attack speed, and AoE. Some double jump while others glide. They're distinct enough to warrant some strategy in picking the right hero for a given situation, but also play similarly enough that you're not constantly confusing control schemes or different movesets. Each world is thoughtfully designed as well, with a consistently imaginative range of different puzzles and level-specific mechanics on offer that keep each moment fresh and never overstay their welcome. There are multiple boss encounters that build to one final boss at the end of each world, and like the rest of the game, they're brilliantly implemented, with a very Cuphead-esque, challenging 3-stage flow and unique set of animations. While the controls might feel a little floaty at first, it doesn't take long into the roughly 10-hour experience to get used to the timings. The game also features local co-op and PvP modes, as well as online PvP, although there's been no word yet on whether or not online co-op campaign will be implemented further down the line. Unruly Heroes excels in every area a platformer should, with endlessly creative level design, enemy encounters, brilliant mechanics, and a stellar artistic approach. Do yourself a favour and don't overlook this one. The game's coming soon, for PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch.